Good morning, everybody, and I am your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, with Warren First 931. And kicking off on the show today, we have two special guests. Everybody can say hi to Walker. I'll let you have it after I'm done. Go away. After with of course the Hurricane Helene disaster relief. Again, just like it said in the newsletter I posted a couple days ago, is we are called the volunteer state for a reason. And when there is people in need, whether it is in our own Tennessee roots or onward, we always show up and we show out a lot. And with that said, there's been so many groups involved in helping with the disaster relief donations, whether it's food, clothing, food, and whatnot. And these people I have on the phone with me, which is Stephen Helton and Lana Hillis. There's just one intricate part to what is going on. So thank you guys for coming on the show with me today and taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime. So with that said, let's start with Steven. So you called me, and who came up with this idea about doing a clothing drive?
Guilty as charged.
Okay, there you go.
So, where this all spun from is county, specifically Scott Rubley, sort of, and Gary Prater really spearheaded a drive to get aid, and in that process, I ended up volunteering, and I found a semi load of water. And that actually got shipped all the way in from Texas. And I went and picked it up in Birmingham, and then we loaded a bunch of stuff from McMinnville Fire Department in on top of it. And so I hauled it over last Saturday, and to this little place called the TLC Community Center.
Yeah.
And whenever I was over there unloading and everything, they it's organized chaos.
Yeah.
The best way to put it. I mean, they're processing so much stuff that's coming in. They need so much stuff. It was coming in, it was going out. But what I was noticing is because we took clothing as well.
Yeah.
The clothing aspect was sort of getting pushed aside because, for instance, the clothing that we brought up was all in trash bags.
Right.
And so there was two pop-up tents with blue tarps around them, trying to keep them dry, sitting out in the parking lot, and that's where the clothing went.
Mm.
And so I asked them, I was like, what if somebody comes up and says, hey, I'm size extra large. How do I, where do I go for clothing? And they're going to point to this mountain of bags sitting in the parking lot and say, go find what you need.
Yeah.
So right then I realized they needed help organizing and they needed help with storage, dry storage.
Yeah.
And so I called up a company that Reliable Transport out of Manchester, Tennessee, and I was like, "Hey, I need a trailer." And so before I got off the phone with them, they had donated a trailer, one of their storage trailers that they use, and they are pulling it in their shop, and they're going to check the tires and brakes and lights and all that stuff and get it where I can take it up and down the road.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it. And so the concept is we're going to build a mobile closet. We're going to take in the inside of this trailer, we're going to build racking so that we can hang all the stuff. And so my dad, they're going to end up building all the racking. And then I had a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't have a queen bee.
Nice.
I didn't have, so I had this idea and I was like, but I don't, I mean, I can't personally all by myself organize a semi load of clothing or anything. And so I called Miss Lana up and sort of run the idea or concept by her. And without hesitation, immediately, I mean, before I could even really explain what I was doing, she's like, we're in.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. And so now she's my queen bee on organization and all that stuff. And so actually I'll turn it over to her and let her explain that process.
Yeah, so go ahead, Lana. So once Steven called you and said, "I have this ideal," and you were like, "Let's do it." Like, so what part is the and I'm guessing the senior center is doing involvement with this.
Well, it's a group effort, number one. And we had already been taking items up here at the center. Our members wanted to help and to contribute. So we had already sent a load of stuff up with Dan and CK from Pure Wealth.
Yeah.
They come and got everything. We filled the whole vehicle up, personal hygiene product, blankets, things that could be used. And, we're still taking those items up. Our members are trying to help to contribute. So,
Right.
We're doing what we can. And then I got the lovely call from Stephen wanting how to organize. Well, as you know, I run the senior center. I'm the director here. And
Right.
we have an amazing thrift store. And so I got a little experience on how to set things up and how to take things in. So
Yeah.
there we reached out, of course, and communicated with Executive Bell, and he has allowed us to use one of the vacant spaces here in the mall.
Right.
And so we're using the Oshu Sensation location. And what we did is we've gone through and sized everything. So whenever they go up on this trailer, hopefully men's will be on one side, or male will be on one side and female on the other. And it's going to be sized accordingly. And so that's what we're doing is people bring donations in. I've got senior members that's volunteered their time to go down and sort and hang things. So what we're asking for is recently washed. Please don't bring me stuff that's got stains, holes. I would never want to take that and give that to somebody when they don't have anything.
Right.
But if it's gently used and recently washed, please bring it. If you've got hangers, we'll take the hangers. But what we're doing is we're sorting, of course, anything from infants, newborns, all the way up to as many X's as you bring. Okay. We've got one side of this, the location is set up with female, and the other side is male. And then on the back of the location, we've got all the bedding. So we've been fortunate for people to bring some new pillows, some blankets, because guys, it's cold up there. I talked to Commissioner Rubley yesterday, and I want to think he told me it was around in the 30s.
I think you're right on
that. So you
that.
can imagine it's already cooler up there, and they're needing jackets. Yeah. Which we have had people to bring new things, and we've got a stack of coats. I believe that they're going to try to get out on an airplane. I believe at the latest on Monday. Of course, with Mr. Jason Cripps is going to be taking those because they're in desperate need of coats and jeans. So we've got a lot of that covered now because people are bringing in.
Yeah.
But the need of what we've got to have right now is, I'll tell you, females have a lot more clothes than men. Okay?
Yeah.
And typically with men clothing, they wear them out completely before they buy new. So we are very much lacking in our kids department, with both girls and boys, and in our men's. We've got several items of donation of women's stuff. But we always could use more, because when you go to fill a 53-foot trailer up with a racking system, it's going to take quite a bit.
Right.
So we're taking donations Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. I've already opened it up down there. I didn't have donations come in this morning.
Great.
It's already open. And we'll be here on Saturdays. If you can't get it here during that time, all you have to do is call me. I've met people. I'll do whatever. So, but I'm very thankful to my senior members of my center. The very first day, we had 26 people sign up to volunteer. They may not can travel, but they can donate their time, and it's a purpose. So if anybody else would like to donate some time and come and help sort, put on hangers, we'll use all the help we can get.
And travel to different locations, just like you were talking about meeting. If they can travel to these churches or drop off locations or whatever and pick it up and bring it in, that would be fantastic. And I had one gentleman that he's willing to donate a bunch of old T-shirts from a screen printing thing, but they've been sitting for 10 or 15 years. And so I've actually got another volunteer that's willing to go pick up all these brand new shirts in a box, but wash them so that they're ready to go in because they, they'll be old and musty, but they're still new. So, there's all different types of things that can be done. And after we got to looking at the whole gamut of what we were laying out here, the beautiful part of it is Lana touched on it, is that we're allowing these seniors to contribute in a big way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the truth of it is the people that is at her center, they can't go take a shovel and shovel mud out of someone's house.
Right.
They can't take a chainsaw and cut brush, and most of them are probably on fixed income. So going and buying a bunch of stuff and donating food and all this stuff, some of them would be limited in that. But what they do have is time.
Yeah.
And so they're going to end up having hours upon hours upon hours upon hours sorting, organizing, and hanging this stuff. And whenever we get it over to over to East Tennessee, it's going to make those volunteers so much easier because we're going to be able to open up the doors and go, so what size are you?
Yeah.
Oh, your size is extra large. Well, you're a man. All right. So this section right here is yours.
Yeah.
Pick up what you need. You need long sleeve, short sleeve,
Yeah.
jacket, pants. And what's good is we're going to take it to somebody that can manage it, and it's not going to just be a free for all.
Right.
But they're going to be able to manage it and make sure that somebody don't just come in and go, okay, hey, I'm taking this whole section out.
Right.
So.
And it's like you said earlier, Stephen, I don't know if it was today or the other day when me and you were talking, like when people are donating these clothes and like when when these these families, these victims come and get their supplies, the whole goal is to, and correct me if I'm wrong, they're putting stuff in boxes so they can load it all in one box and take it with them, and trying to already have the clothes not separated made it a lot difficult. But having it separated now and knowing the needs of a family member, they can go in and get it without scavenging through stuff.
Correct. So, whenever I was up there was one specific lady that she come in the center 2 or 3 different times, and she was shotgunning stuff out basically.
Yeah.
So she was building these care packages. So she'd come in and she goes, "Okay, I need a case of water. I need some hygiene products. This group has an infant baby, so we need some diapers and wipes. I need some baby bottles and formula, and give me a case of food." And so she would get these packs together, and then she would go meet like the utility vehicles, and they would put them in it, and then they'd send it on in and into the depths of the beast. So
right, right.
And then she'd come back, and the next time it would be, I need a generator, I need a tent, I need a sleeping bag. Of course, I need water. That was always, she always took water with her. So now what we're going to be able to do is that lady, for instance, will be able to come back and say, okay, I've got a family of 4, and their size is this, this, and this, and they can take some clothing back.
Yeah.
Because the center was telling me, they go, you got to imagine that, okay, they had a very short period of time to evacuate.
Right.
Get out of
have
there.
A long time.
So they didn't grab a whole lot of stuff. I mean, who would have ever thought that your house was going to be washed away? So a lot of these people literally have no clothes at all, nothing.
Yeah.
So they're going and buying. And so let's just say, just my family, I've got a family, I've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
We go buy a pair of blue jeans for everybody, a shirt for everybody, and a jacket for everybody. Well, heck, I spent $500.
Yeah. Like if you get a good quality one. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And so that's, until these people really get back on their feet, they'll need multiple pairs of clothing to get by. Until they can, get everything going. And it's really sad over there to see some of it, but at the same time, what has been really good for me is whenever I was over there and just seeing the love that people are showing, and as you said in your introduction, the volunteer state.
Yes.
There's a lot of love going right now. Lot of love, and the seniors and Lana, y'all are showing that love in your own special way, and we're able to tailor it. So this is going to be really good.
I think so too. And it's like you said, everybody is contributing the best way they know how, whether that's donating money, going out and buying items, or donating time, donating vehicles, donating money for gas. You know, there is a need for just a little bit of everything right now. And, one thing I don't think a lot of people have tapped on, other than the cold weather coming, is, these folks are going to miss Halloween, maybe Thanksgiving. I don't know, depending on how quickly, because you've been out there. I've talked to my brother-in-law. He was telling me how bad it is and how many it's going to take more than just months to clean up these roads.
Well, and me and Lana was actually talking that this is just the first wave because,
Yeah.
You got somebody that maybe their house didn't get completely annihilated,
Mm-hmm.
but it had water get in it, and so the next thing you know, they threw all their furniture away.
Correct.
And so, we could potentially, and we're not doing furniture at this point,
Right.
but I mean, it could go that way.
But it's not off the table,
Christmas,
right?
yeah. Not at this point. I think that's wave 3, 4.
Yeah.
We're at 2 at this point.
Right.
But in the future, I was talking to Lana, potentially about a toy drive. I mean,
Yep.
Christmas is going to be here before
Yep.
you know it.
Yeah.
And these families aren't going to have the money to pour toward those resources.
Right.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, I totally
so,
agree. And for anybody, and I don't know, I was trying to, maybe it'd be you guys to talk to about, with Halloween coming up, maybe if somebody's got a heart to make like 10 or 20 bags to send over in a Halloween little baggie, because they're going to miss trick or treating for sure, these kids.
Yeah.
Because one thing I have talked to Miss Pat about is how they don't have reading materials, coloring books, like activity books essentially for these kids. And I was thinking the other day, I'm like, if we could figure out if it's, if that's what they want, just to have some type of normalcy, with these Halloween goodie bags.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, they're going to be able to use everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, but we're trying to tailor each wave of relief in a fashion that makes sense. And so our first wave, our county sent food, water,
Yeah.
hygiene stuff, and so that's sort of been the first wave, and we're already working on what I consider to be the second wave, which is the clothing and the bedding and that type of stuff. And well, I think if Lana will hang in there with me, we'll probably have other waves of relief. But our focus today is clothing and bedding.
Clothing and bedding.
We're going to fill this semi, and to put it in perspective of what we're looking for, it's 53 foot long.
Yeah.
It is. We're going to have probably 2 runs on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be 212 feet.
Yeah.
Of clothes racks.
Yeah. It's crazy.
We need you to fill 212 feet of clothing racks.
And your goal is to get this done in 2 weeks, correct?
Yeah. And so ultimately, where we're going to is the first one that we've decided to go to was the TLC Community Center,
Mm-hmm.
and this is in Elizabethton, Tennessee. I think I
Okay.
said that right.
I think you did.
They actually are a pregnancy care center. That was their pre-flood. That was their main objective. Now it's serving the community.
Right.
They've been established for over 20 years, and a super good group of ladies. I encourage you to go on Facebook and check out what they're doing. And I mean, they're working hard.
Yeah.
And so we're just trying to help them out.
And real quickly, before I let you go, Lana, talking about donations, you already kind of said it, but let's retype on it. So anybody can drop off donations Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes, and if you've got quite a bit, we're propping the door. So if you go around the back side of the
that's what I was
lawn
gonna,
on the Roses End,
Yeah.
I've got the door open so it's easy accessible.
Yeah. And
to bring in,
and
if you don't have things to donate, of course, we're taking anybody that contributes, like the money that I had received yesterday. I went and bought straight thermal shirts and new blue jeans.
Okay.
For these dads and these men that are out working, trying to make something. So if you want to just donate $5, $10, $20, whatever, I'm going and purchasing the things that I know that we most need. Whatever. And then what we're going to do is, now that we've got things to go on this plane to go out this weekend, then we're going to fill holes on the, if we need kids socks, I'm going to hit up kids socks.
Right.
If we need panties for little girls and underwear for boys, we're just trying to fill in where we can.
I got
And
you.
I'm so thankful for everybody. Everybody's got such a giving heart, and it's time, clean your closet out. Trust me, everybody's got extras. I know we do. So
Exactly.
bring it on. I'll take care of it. My volunteers are great. I'm so thankful for everybody. And we are a great county and a great community to live in. And Warren County really steps up. And I know we can shine with this. And as me and Stephen was talking, we're going to leave the trailer in that location. And then, maybe after a week or 2 weeks, we move it to a different location.
Right.
And look at how many people's lives we can touch.
Right.
Just by donating something that's out of our homes.
Exactly.
So we're making this up as we go, basically. But we've got this one center that is going to be able to use this, and they've graciously said absolutely show up with it. But like she was saying, our plan is to actually move it location to location until we feel like the need is not there or we can't fill it anymore.
Right.
And that may be an issue as well. But we're gonna do our best to just continue to restock it. So we're not, even once the trailer leaves, we're not going to stop taking donations, because our plan and intent is to restock it once they've been able to use it for a little bit.
I got you. All right. And again, anytime you guys have anything going on, to continue spread the word, whether it's with the hurricane disaster relief with Helene, you're always welcome to text me, guys, and let me know. Is there anything we haven't tapped on before I let you go?
No, we just we appreciate Reliable Transport for donating the trailer, and Helton Incorporated for building the racking, and all the donations that are coming in, and the outpouring of love, and I greatly appreciate my Queen Bee. That's what I've nicknamed her. That Lana taking this bull by the horns and just really, because the truth of it is at this point, my part has been really simple. I got a trailer and we're going to get some racking. But what Lana is managing on the senior center and all the volunteers there, that's a huge undertaking. And I put a lot in her lap by this idea. And I appreciate her, the willingness and all of those volunteers, because that's what's going to make this happen and be successful.
Exactly. Working together, staying, and I always say it's just like with my show, we are here to be united and not divided. And then when if somebody needs help, we are here to do it. But with that, thank you guys so much being on the show with me today. And hope y'all enjoy the rest of your fall break.
Let me give you
Oh,
a number, Billy.
okay. Oh, yeah.
If somebody's got a question or needs to get in touch with me,
Okay.
of course, the center number is 473-6559.
Okay.
If you need to, if I'm not here, it may be I'm all over the place.
Right.
Okay. So leave me a message, or I am sure I'm speaking out. But if you have any questions, I'm sure any county commissioner, right? Commissioner Helton, you can reach to any of those county commissioners. Even to the city fire department, we're all working together.
Yeah.
So if you've got questions, reach out to your county commissioner, reach out to me, reach out to Commissioner Helton, the county executive's office. We're in this together.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you, guys.
So come help us fill Warren County's mobile closet.
There you go. I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And just like that, guys, if you are cleaning out your closet for the holidays, this is a great way to contribute and to be a part of volunteering your time, money, clothes, whatever the case may be for the hurricane plain disaster relief families, because, like I said earlier, they don't have anything, literally nothing. Now, with that said, because today's going to be a short one, if you have not seen, we're not doing our newsletter as far as hard copies, but we do have them available for digital copies. If you're interested in them, please text me at 931-3050-869. It's got all the information on, just like I'm showing you right here. This is the newsletter, and it has, as you can see on the screen right now, it has the flyer that Steven sent me the other day about the Operation Mobile Clothing Closet, and it's got the details and all that. But keep on going with some upcoming dates, which, of course, all our upcoming events are being sponsored by Reddick Brown Ford. And yesterday, of course, I missed this. I was out of town visiting a friend, but there was a red ribbon cutting at the Chamber of Commerce Origin Socials. If you haven't seen it, they did post it all over on Facebook. Congratulations. I love seeing new businesses thrive and move forward. The next upcoming ones is on October the 16th with Ascend Federal Credit Union, followed by the next one that I have is October the 29th is the United Way ribbon cutting. And so that's coming up for the month of October. And of course, tons of events are coming up. And that is why I'm so glad it's a digital copy, or I would be running out of my ears with paper. With that said, just alone this weekend, we have the Saturday Glow Party to help me light up North Spring Street. I've partnered up with the girls, Penny and all of them. And just the second Saturday is this Saturday. And so as you're going downtown, don't forget about us on North Spring Street. I'm going to be having a live podcast and garage party with glow sticks, foam sticks, all that and more. We're going to be teaming up with Papa John's Pizza as well as Shaken Glass and Alora's Sweets. So there's going to be a ton of options to choose from in the garage. And then followed by that, other events going on, of course, is a benefit car show Saturday, October the 12th. And you can see all that and more. Okay, I'll help you out in just a second. Okay, I'm almost done. Meet me in your bedroom. Go to your room. I'll be right there. Okay. Okay. And then, of course, two yard sales are coming up. One yard sale, as you can see on there, is the doggy one where Holly Cox has put this together. It's their annual doggy yard sale, weather permitting. It's going to be this Saturday from 8 to 2 p.m. at 121 Bonner Street. All proceeds are going to the vetting account for some city animal babies, and they just name them off right there. Also, the Morrison downtown yard sale is happening too as well, and that's from dawn till dusk, and that is all in the Morrison downtown area. Okay, I'll help you in just a second. Followed by that, we have several other events, but you can check this out because with it being fall break, I gotta go. But there is a ton, and if you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all that and more, you're really missing out because I've crammed all the dates of October I can into the calendar this week. Okay. And I even got more I got to cram in. That's why I'm doing digital. I got 3 more dates I got to do. Heavy, heavy. So, with that said, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and count your blessings. Because one day, if we are ever in a disaster, I know for a fact that there's going to be people helping us as well. So, again, thank you for everybody that has helped with the hurricane disaster relief, and continuing on going with it. But other than that, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, keep it